Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an instructional video on how not to grow up to be a domestic terrorist. This is a response to a video made by a man who enjoys the mythical benefits of being a sovereign citizen without the consequences that come with it. And gosh, if that isn't just a sovereign citizen thing to do. I'm not a sovereign citizen, he cries, despite believing, repeating, and applying their nonsense. Because they're domestic terrorists, and I'm not a domestic terrorist. Probably shouldn't be contemplating paper terrorism then, chimp. But this isn't for him. No, this is for his kid. Hi, kid. Put on your learning cap and let's do this. No, not the tinfoil one. We're learning about real things this time. Okay, great.
Hey, do you have registration and plates? Could I get your license and registration, buddy?
Let's start with whether or not a license and registration is required. In Michigan, this toy technically does meet that definition of a motor vehicle, which he's kindly provided, but it isn't road legal, so you can't have it registered, and that driver isn't old enough to get a license. If we want to get technical, this would likely be considered, at best, a power-driven mobility device, which the definition for motor vehicles in Michigan doesn't apply to. It says that in the definition and everything. Maybe when you grow up, you'll be able to read better than your daddy can. But let's say I'm wrong, and this is a motor vehicle. It isn't road legal, so it is illegal to drive it on the road. Guess who's responsible for that traffic infraction? Your daddy is, since he's the parent in charge of you at the moment. If he wants to stop getting visits from CPS, he probably shouldn't post videos showing potential child endangerment. Okay, let's stop there. He has a definition from Black's Law Dictionary, specifically the second edition, which was published in 1910.
Now, here in 1910, only 10 out of 46 states required a license to drive. You'll learn about this when you're older, but Arizona, New Mexico, Alaska, and Hawaii weren't even states when this was published. The average highway speed is somewhere around 20 miles an hour, although there isn't a statewide speed limit yet. The first traffic light won't exist for another 4 years, and the first stop sign won't appear for another year after that. Just last year, a speed limit was implemented in Detroit, allowing people to drive a whopping 5 miles an hour. Gosh, things sure have changed since then, huh?
So why would your daddy be using this definition? Because he's an idiot, and because the second edition of Black's Law is free online. But oh look, he has a second definition. This one is from Bouviers Law and is incomplete. Embarrassing, right? But don't worry, he's just trying to emphasize the word employ, which he thinks means someone has to be paid to be considered a driver.
I'm just joking, buddy. Come on.
There are two problems. One, neither of these books are actual law, and two, he's forgotten the word employ can also mean to make use of something. For example, I don't have to make it rain on my tool bench to employ a hammer against a nail, right? Gosh, this has been made very clear with case law, and the fact the word employ was removed from more up-to-date editions of Black's Law to avoid this exact confusion. But again, your daddy's an idiot.
Driving means that you were in a vehicle that was motorized and you were on a highway that was open to you.
Uh-oh, that's a recording of your daddy embarrassing himself in a courtroom while a judge clearly explained what the word driver actually meant. You know what? Let's pretend this is a motor vehicle. Where's its windshield? Where are the windshield wipers? Where's the license plate? Where are the brake lights? Where's the parking brake? Where are the high and low beam headlights? Where is the seat belt? Where are the street legal tires? Where is the horn? Is it insured? Uh-oh. You're looking at some pretty hefty fines that daddy is responsible for paying. To dad, let me say this. Your attempt to apply the definition of motor vehicle to this only serves to show that the issue is more complicated than you think it is. We've also established there are other statutes that come into play to help define this situation, indicating you clearly don't have the knowledge needed to try to argue this. You thought you could out-argue a judge? That's laughable. You can't even out-argue a YouTuber.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And back to the kid, can you guess why Daddy isn't an Uber driver? Because he failed to maintain his license, something that is required to drive on a public road, whether you're earning money or not. Good thing you won't remember what he's saying, because what he's saying is absolute nonsense. And that's all I have for you today. So until the next time, be good, stay safe.